Alister Bent coming in representing Gracie Barra, coming in with the 1-0 record. He came off a round 1 30-second ground and pound KO at victory at Battle Arena of Nottingham. And that's Mr. Alister Bent. So 1-0, but only a little bit of experience, because 30 seconds is not a long time to be in this cage.
He definitely is a fast starter, and we know those guys from Gracie Barra have incredible pedigree on the ground.
Yeah.
He's coming in barefoot. Maybe he's ready to run out again.
I will say about Alister Bent, he had a very easy fight, to be honest. He had a slight mismatch in his first fight. It's nice that he's got some really good well-rounded skills, so this could be a good test for him to go up against, you know, a good Jim over there in BST, and Ryan Keane, also 1-0, and a very good wrestler, Ryan Keane. And this is going to be a real test for both fighters to see if they can start ascending the ranks here at Battle Arena, work their way up towards those amateur titles that have become so coveted here on the UK MMA scene. Steve, I'm a bit hyper. I'm all excited.
You should be.
I should be. That's a crazy fight, right?
Let's take it down a bit.
It gave me anxiety.
That was, yeah.
He got tired. He landed some head kicks. Oh.
There was a lot of good Vermeer fighter there. I was really, really, really pleased for you. Honestly, if you want to test, though, at Battle Arena, you want to go against BST. And Ryan Keane from BST is an incredible matchup and a very difficult one for Alister Bent.
Ryan Keane, he's coming off a big win over Conor Lee
as well.
Now we had some online voting on this one, Steve. Very, very one-sided as far as the online community concerned, and we know they always get it right. So they had 89% in favour of Ryan Keane from BST, and only 11% of the voting going to Alister Bent. I'd say maybe Alister's a little bit smaller of the two. A little stockier, slightly stockier build. I was kind of interested in this matchup of if it became a bit of a grappling match, who would have the advantage? Two kind of contrasting styles of grappling. Maybe it won't be a grappling match. Beautiful hands and a nice high kick.
Keane recognizes earlier that Bent comes out of his stance here and there, out of his guard.
Maybe the internet is right. Maybe Keane is a big favourite in this fight. Very composed as Keane, but just out of range. Just like slips out, in and out, little feints, lovely lead hook.
And we know the boxing of BST lot is incredible. Just almost hits that cross right.
Yeah, Keane's doing such a good job, just sliding out of the way, just controlling the distance, mixing between kind of clinch, grappling work, straight back into the striking.
Bent moves with such a frenetic pace, and I saw Keane almost matching him there in terms of rhythm a moment ago. He just parries that away. Like you say, that composure of Keane.
That was lovely by Keane. He did a little fake down, looked down, then came high.
Big knees. Now he's got Bent into the cage. Right hand lands. Bent is moving off to his left side, and he's running right into the right hand of Keane over and over again. I'm telling you, I don't want to be there.
Keane's just feeling the smarter of the two fighters. Whoa! Timed that beautifully.
He just takes the hip out right from under him. Bent can't really get back in, and now Keane's just firing away.
Bent does land a nice little cheeky left in that exchange, but at about 5 to be able to deliver it.
Well, Bent definitely knows he's in a fight right now.
Look at Keane, he's just so composed. Looks like we're watching a pro fighter with 10 fights.
I love that. Went left hook to the body there, and now Bent's trying to get off the cage. He's moving his head.
And Keane's just not getting carried away either. He's just still picking his shots, not overcommitting to anything, getting a huge takedown.
Well put together.
Bent's corner pleading with him to get onto his side, fight this takedown, but if gyms had styles, BST, this is their style. They will take you down, they will hold you down, they will do damage. Good work by Ben to get back to some kind of guard now. Rubber guard, one of your favourites, Steve.
So effective.
I don't think anyone's ever pulled rubber guard off in battle.
No, I know.
I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying it's maybe not the best use of your time. Trying to throw up a triangle, much more like it. We've definitely seen lots of triangles here on Battle Arena. He's trying to push with his right arm. Oh, look at this. He's got the arm underneath, controlling the wrist. Very sneaky. Look at that, right underneath.
This isn't bad from Bent right now. He's kind of slowing the pace a bit, making sure that he can get his wits back, because man, he ate a lot of damage there.
Hand right under, controlling the far wrist, allowing him to land some ground and pound. Beautiful work.
That kind of Dagestani handcuff through the back.
It's unusual to see that from close guard. You see it from half, quarter guard, or even mount where you wrap the legs, but in that position, absolutely fantastic work. Nice replay of some of the moments in that round.
Just gets the legs together so well here, and he almost gets a bit of a cartwheel, but Bent does well to catch that half guard right in midair.
He did do that. He just didn't get his legs wide enough early enough on. He didn't recognize the danger. Absolutely fantastic work by both fighters, but
good survival instincts from Ben.
Yeah, that first round was all Ryan Keane from BST.
You're not going to there's no real settling in process right now. Ben's got to know he's down fairly significantly in this fight. He's taken a lot of damage, and Keane really hasn't broken a sweat yet. He's just kind of gone through the paces. He looks like he's, maybe one round into a sparring session back home at BST, where they have a cage.
Big cage as well. Here we go, we're going up for round 2. Keane looking a little more focused, not so reddened. Oh, nice inside leg kick, Ben. Going high, nice mixing levels. This is a bit more like it. Nice Superman by Keane.
I don't see many of those anymore, but that was a perfect one.
I get the impression that Keane's starting to have a little bit of fun. But this is where it can be dangerous. Ben has got power in those hands. One moment lapse, concentration, but lovely work from Keane.
He leans back, and it allows Keane to just get all over him here.
Nice knees from Keane.
Just gonna land those knees into the hamstrings of Bent. It can be brutal to have to deal with, and it can also lead to you leaning back and getting absolutely suplexed into the mat.
Trying to drag him down to the mat.
He's got the hip position, does Keane.
What does Bent need to do from here, Steve, to be able to get some separation?
Honestly, he needs to give the shoulder a bit, so he needs to turn to his right side, get his left shoulder over top of Keane's, and use that to dig in an underhook. As you see, it was a foregone conclusion there.
Yeah, this has been a very one-sided fight.
And when you take damage, it doesn't matter how conditioned you are, you end up much more tired from it. And we're seeing Bent almost accepting the bottom position at the moment. Whether that's a clever Gracie Baja tactic.
Pulling half. I mean, people have done it. Damien Meyer famously likes to pull half sweep, come up on top, but you've got to have a really dynamic half guard game. And I don't think Bent is quite doing that. He's not fighting for that left underhook.
He's also spending,
he's got a left overwrap, which is the worst thing really he could be doing. He needs to make space. He needs to risk that ground and pound, get his left arm underneath, which will give him space. At the moment, he's holding Keane to him, which is really limiting his movement. That's a bit more like it. Maybe Bent be able to get back to his feet from this position. Keane is capitalizing. He's taking for a ride. Huge takedown.
Excellent. Just so powerful is Keane right now. And now Bent's way out of position. He's almost holding in a schoolyard headlock position, which will only last so long. And if Keane wants to, he can sneak that right hand back over top for hammer fists and ground and pound.
Yeah, he's Bent once again. Now he's just kind of headlocking, holding to him. Normally from here, you're either going to keep rolling to your right in that position and try and almost get to a turtle and scramble back to your feet, or turn to your left, get an underhook, try and sneak the knee across, but you don't want that. You don't want to go on mount with 20 seconds to go.
That was a speedy pass.
Ruthless.
Now he's on the back.
Ruthless Ryan like Keane. Tight choke.
He's under the chin.
It's all over. What a performance by Ryan Keane. Absolute domination from the first second to the 2 minutes 50 seconds of round 2.
And on a night where later on the British bantamweight title is going to be contested, you've got to think that you're going to have to put Ryan Keane in that conversation very, very soon. The crisp striking, the great takedowns, the incredible control on the ground, it all just matched up into an incredible second victory for Ryan Keane. Alister Bent just, I don't want to say exposed, but a bit in terms of size. The size difference was definitely in favor of Ryan Keane. Then you see that beautiful spinning back kick. He's just taken into deep water and drowned and choked for the finish.
Moving on to 2-0, and yeah, I'm not surprised either. Wow, there's a reason he was the favourite.
The internet world was correct. Oh, that puts 2 wins into the red corner. There we go. It's swinging now. Oh, so that was the blue corner.
Steve, earlier tonight we had a guest commentator for one of the fights, Mr. Jack Holmes. How was he? Give me a review.
He was very good. You know, he had some really strong insights into the gym, into the game of your man, Rufus Nicholson. He stayed very composed. He wasn't exactly the most impartial commentator, but none of us are.
Well, yeah, that's all right.
It's always
that could be hard to do.
We're momentarily going to go to a interview with Ryan Keane with Chris. But again, for Alister Bent, just a few things to go away for. Trying to stay in your stance, keep your boxing a little bit crisper, and try to initiate your own takedowns. And possibly in your own weight division, or a weight division where you feel more comfortable. I think flyweight might be calling. But here, let's go to the interview with our man and victor, Ryan Keane.
Chris Simpson with your winner, Ryan Keane. This was a fight that I looked at a couple of days ago, and I said this is a really even matchup, and you made that look incredibly easy. Just how happy are you? How happy are you with your performance there?
Yeah, I'm happy. I feel like the first fight that I had here I didn't get to show what I could do, and I'm happy this fight I came and showed what I can do. So
yeah, definitely. Was getting the finish by submission something that you were aiming for, or did you just take what was given to you?
I took what was given to me. I've been working on my jiu-jitsu quite a lot, so it was handy that it showed itself in there today. So yeah, I've been working a lot on my boxing as well, so I think both ended up playing pretty well to my advantage today. So
yeah, it was a really well-rounded performance, and like I said, the guys at BST, it's one of the best gyms in England, in my opinion. You see them at all the competitions, and they're fantastic, and they've got massive support. Just how much does that contribute to your success and your belief as yourself as a fighter?
Oh, it's everything. Without a doubt, Ray, Danny, Lee, they're the best coaches, in my opinion, in the UK. So I'm very grateful to have them as my coaches, and the team as well, and the BST team, everything. Yeah.
Definitely. And just finally, moving on into Western 2023, are you wanting to fight at the next Battle Arena card and pick up another victory, or are you wanting to take some time off, and what are your plans?
I wouldn't say I'd fight on the next one. I wanted to fight on the next one after my last performance, but I had pull-out after pull-out, so I'll just play it by ear and see how it goes.
Yeah, well, looking forward to seeing your career, Ryan, because that was a fantastic performance. Thank you very much, mate. Cheers. Thank you very much, guys.